The greatest playoff run of all time is certainly Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks in 2011. In this video, we're going to talk about why Dirk Nowitzki had the greatest playoff run ever. During the 2011 playoffs, Dirk Nowitzki averaged 27.7 points, 8.1 rebounds on 49% shooting, and had a PER of 25.2. These numbers are great, but that is not what makes his championship run the greatest of all time. He swept the defending back-to-back NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. They had a dynamic duo of Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol. He also defeated the talented young core of Oklahoma City Thunder, led by Durant and Westbrook. And he beat one of the greatest super teams ever assembled of LeBron, Wade, and Boss. In total, he had to play against 7 players who were selected to the All-Star team, 6 players who were selected to the All-NBA team, and he had to face against 5 members from the NBA 75th anniversary team who were in their prime. This right here is a definition of extreme competition. It is astounding that Dirk and the Mavs overcame all that level of competition. What makes this run even more special is that not even all-time greats faced this challenging of competition in one playoff run. Michael Jordan's toughest playoff run was in 1997. Jordan also faced against 7 players who were selected to the All-Star team, but only played against 3 players who were selected to the All-NBA team, and only played against 2 NBA 75 members in their primes. Jordan played against tough competition, but not as tough as Dirk. Kobe Bryant's toughest competition was in the 2010 season. They both faced against 7 All-Stars, but Kobe only played against 4 All-NBA players and only played against 2 members in the NBA 75 team who were in their prime. That was a tough playoff run. Again, Dirk still had tougher competition. Let's look at LeBron's playoff run in 2016. LeBron played against more All-Stars, but less All-NBA selected players and less NBA 75 players in their prime. Yes, you can argue that LeBron had tougher competition because he faced the 73-9 Golden State Warriors. However, Cleveland was also a really great team, led by LeBron and Kyrie. And Dirk Nowitzki also faced the super team of LeBron, Wade, and Boss, and the defending champions, the Los Angeles Lakers with Kobe. The point I am trying to make is that Dirk Nowitzki faced really hard competition, and some all-time greats never had to endure as much competition as Dirk in one playoff run. The only playoff run that might be more challenging than Dirk in the Mavs in 2011 is the Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets in 1995. They are pretty equal, except Hakeem played against more old NBA players. The only way to tell is to compare the best players they faced. When looking at them, the edge goes to Dirk Nowitzki in my opinion, because he played against Kobe and LeBron. Playing at elite competition is one thing, but outperforming them is really what defines this run. In the second round of the playoffs, Dirk Nowitzki had an average game score of 20.5. If you're unfamiliar with game score, it's basically the total perspective of a player's statistical performance. Kobe Bryant only had an average game score of 13.6, and Pau Gasol only had an average game score of 11.4. Dirk performed 51% better statistically than Kobe and 80% better statistically than Pau. Dirk easily won that battle. In the conference finals, Dirk Nowitzki had an average game score of 23.5, and Durant had an average game score of 19.7, and Westbrook only had an average game score of 13.2. Dirk performed 19% better statistically than Durant, and 78% better statistically than Westbrook. Again, Dirk won that battle. In the NBA finals, Dirk Nowitzki had an average game score of 16.6, and LeBron only had an average game score of 13.7, and Chris Bosh only had an average game score of 10.9. Dirk performed 21% better statistically than LeBron, and 52% better statistically than Bosh. The only player who performed statistically better than Dirk is Dwayne Wade. The Mavericks still won, so yeah. Dirk still outperformed this competition. The way Dirk Nowitzki was able to outperform the most elite playoff competition on his way to a ring is the epitome of greatness, and it is the greatest individual playoff run in NBA history. Like and subscribe, and if you want to see more content like this one, click this video right here. It's Leemy, and I'm out. Peace.